Hey, hi Anoop.
How you doing?
First, let's start with a brief introduction
Sure.
about you, what you're building in Web3, and how you see DevCon Bangkok.
Sounds good. Yeah. So I'm Anoop Nannra. I'm co-founder CEO of Trugard Labs. We're a continuous smart contract cybersecurity threat and risk data intelligence platform. And our mission is fundamentally to bring back some credibility into our space so that we actually create a notion of confidence in digital assets that will attract the next 5.5 billion users. And our thesis is that without better observability and insights around the risk that exists at scale across networks, we won't actually be able to bring those 5.5 billion people. So that's our mission, and we want to build ecosystems around all of that enablement.
So when you say digital assets, you're talking about not just the digital assets, but phygital assets and encompassing.
So we're laser focused on smart contract risk and intelligence, right?
Got
And
it.
so our notion or our thesis is that for every token or digital asset that is created that is exciting, there's liquidity coming in, there's a phenomenal community that's being developed. Those are all controlled generally by a single smart contract.
Right.
And for every contract that creates a community and attracts liquidity, there are dozens, if not in some cases hundreds of copycats out there. So, the scams are at an all-time high right now. Phishing campaigns are highly active right now. And to be expected, the market is roaring back. But, with that comes risk. And so
Right.
our mission is to increase observability so that the risk can be highlighted, whether you're a retail user or an institutional stakeholder.
So what your partner ecosystem looks like what is your how you approach
So,
the market?
we it's a great question. One, because we don't want to do everything by ourselves, and we can't, and we shouldn't. So again, while we're laser focused on just smart contract intelligence, we have brought on and enabled audit partners like FIO, who are phenomenal at doing smart contract audits, but then also doing pen testing and security analysis
Right.
for the organizations themselves. On the other side, we have partners like Match Systems that are literally the world's best in asset recovery and crypto cybercrime investigations. So we're building these Lego blocks, if you will,
Right.
that has users covered from discovery and how you discover a good project, why you should invest in it, is there credibility in the project, all the way through to recovery, because we know from a cybersecurity perspective, things will always fall through the cracks.
Right.
And we need to bring the ability to recover assets that are lost. So from discovery to recovery, we have everyone covered.
Got it. So TrueGuard, so using TrueGuard, it's like a continuous monitoring of the smart contracts that you're doing.
Yeah, so
And bringing actionable insights.
exactly that. So we've onboarded and indexed over 21 million smart contracts across 7 protocols. We've identified over 2 million smart contracts that are actively malicious.
Right.
About 500,000 wallets that are constantly deploying malicious contracts, and because we create a composite fingerprint of every smart contract that we onboard, we enable the ability to identify kind of offending functionality within contracts themselves, and then allowing users the ability to search just by that singular functionality to determine where that malicious functionality exists in other contracts and on other networks, right? So for the first time, we have the ability to discover the viral distribution of malicious contracts, where the search for that only takes a couple of seconds.
Got it. And you work with individual smart contract owners, or it's like a public platform where, let's say, in the future we can see a security ranking of smart contracts,
Yeah.
some kind of ranking.
So we don't work directly with creators of smart contracts.
Right.
Our audit partners do that, right? So if a new project is coming to market, we'll connect them with our audit partners to make sure that they're doing the right things. We come at it from the lens of, let's say, traditional internet cybersecurity.
Got it.
Right? So we know that there are bad actors deploying malicious software
Right.
on the internet. And many of those bad actors have graduated or upgraded themselves to deploying malicious smart contracts.
Right.
So these are generally organizations and contracts that never have an audit report. There's never any source code. Even if there is source code, we're seeing techniques like obfuscation being leveraged to hide malicious behaviors. So we look for nuggets in the or needles in the haystack for things that are already deployed, and make sure and help to make sure that users don't interact with any of these contracts by accident.
Got it. Yeah, so it's exactly like what Google started doing for internet. It started lowering the ranking of websites which has got some
exactly
Trojan,
that.
which are not using HTTPS. All those. So some of the security parameters also became criteria of indexing and listing and
Exactly
ranking.
that. Exactly that.
No, I think that's super exciting, and so glad to meet you, Anoop.
You too.
And
Thank
I think,
you.
Thanks for making Web3 safer.
We're looking to have fun at your event here. I think it's going to be there's a lot of opportunity in roll-ups, and
No, absolutely.
I think one of the things that we can all do better working together is how do we raise awareness of the risk.
No, we would love that.
Right.
We already are working with quite a few smart contract audit companies. We're working with security monitoring tools and protocols. We started a journey with enterprises, so security is tremendously important for us. And we understand that whatever smart contract hacks that have happened in the last 2-3 years have hampered
growth and adoption.
Absolutely,
they have, and generally we found that a lot of those contracts have been audited. Right, and still vulnerabilities are uncovered.
Absolutely.
Right. So,
in fact, one of the panel topic today is DeFi Renaissance.
Yeah.
And one of the critical factor for DeFi Renaissance is to have more trust in the contracts
exactly
that power the DeFi.
Exactly that.
So absolutely agreed with you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Anoop. Thanks, you.